Which, by the way, I have to say, sparkle water totally gets me through cravings. It is the best. And Dasani has the best sparkle water ever. Dasani's is the best. They're always sold out at my grocery stores.
That was my Instagram picture tonight.
Was it?
Yeah, because I'm running my first 10K on Saturday, and I had a crazy day with the kids, and I wanted a glass of wine. So I poured my Perrier into the wine glass with a nice piece of lime, and I tricked myself. I'm like, hey, it's pretty, y'all. It's good.
This is a drink. This is a drink.
Yeah. Saturday after the run, there will be no Perrier, but today I will do the Perrier.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. So before we get into our team call topic, I wanted to chat with you guys about something I'm putting together for my newest challenge group starting on Monday. And I was like, OMG, I must share this with my team as well. So I've been doing just a ton of research on health in general because of my family history of all kinds of nasty diseases. I actually have 3 siblings who have had or have cancer. One beat it. They found it so early. One didn't, and one is in treatment right now. So I've been doing a ton of research. And then I also found out that my 4 older brothers have fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and also myself and my 2 sisters with PCOS. So, and that comes with insulin resistance as well. So I've just been doing a ton of research this year, particularly in the last month or so. And it's led me to a lot of information about fat loss. So I'm like, that's not the reason I started the research, but very interesting and very applicable to what I do as a coach. And so a lot of you guys know that I've done low carb, high fat. It had been my jam for a while until I just almost purposefully just got fat. So that's been something that's kept me healthy for a long time. I don't think that it's the right solution for everybody by any means. Everybody's got a different metabolism, and for some people it works really well. For some people it doesn't. But my research has led me into basically which starches, if you're not eating, if your metabolism is not great with low carb and high fat, or if it's not your jam and you don't like it, starches that are safe starches that don't cause a high insulin response and make fat loss a whole lot easier. So I'm creating a food list, whether you're using the 21-day fix or whether you're just eating clean foods and intermittent fasting, this can fit into a lot of different programs regardless of what you're doing. So I'm creating food lists, including fats and proteins and starches, fruits and vegetables, all of that kind of stuff. And then I'm also creating a dirty list. So there's the clean list of foods that you would eat every day. Then there's the dirty list of foods that you would use for a refuel, particularly if you're calorie depleting for weight loss. You would use this for a refeed, which is not a new concept. It's been around for a really long time. So this dirty list, mostly of carbs that are super fun to eat, is for a refeed that would happen maybe once a week if your metabolism allows you to still make progress doing it once a week, or for some it's twice a week. So, and then there's a very short list of never eat foods, for example, high fructose corn syrup. That's a never, and an aspartame, because these things, not only are they really bad for you, they also really do a number on your fat loss goals. So I will provide you guys with this whole list tomorrow. And then I'll be doing a call for my challenge group explaining this whole thing. And like I said, regardless of which nutrition strategy you're using, it might be helpful for you. So I'll post all of that in the Fit Republic tomorrow. Look out for it. I hope that will be helpful. Lindsay, the cap on this meeting is 50. So we still have 20 more people could still join, and we're good. Are people asking in the Fit Republic? Okay.
In my group, somebody's saying they can't get on, but
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Okay. So all of that being said, the real purpose for our call today is I just want to do like a download of what your goals are. And I want to see what commonalities there are, so that I can make sure that I'm creating resources that are helping everybody, that we're having team calls that are helping everybody to reach whatever it is that your goals are. So I'm going to start, if we've got any star diamonds on the call, I'm going to start there. Yeah, I'll start there. And while the Star Diamond coaches are talking, if you're like an Emerald coach or coach level coach, if you can use the chat feature and talk about what your goals are in the chat feature, I'm going to randomly call on people to ask more questions. Okay, so Lindsay, I'm going to start with you and just talk a little bit about what your goals are for the rest of 2017. And don't dilute it. So if you're worried, like my goals are going to raise more questions, that's okay. And if not, that's okay too. Okay, I'm not going to give any information yet. You go ahead.
Okay, I'm like, where do I start? Well, 180 Nation is pushing for Elite this year, which is super exciting. So I know that's a team goal of ours. Which is obviously so exciting. And I know there's girls on this call that I can see that are all gunning for it. So that's a goal for the team. I have like recruitment goals per month, but in terms of like income goals, like, is that what we're talking about?
Anything.
Well, my goals that I set at the beginning of the year, because I had to fill out my goals and send them to corporate. I think I said that I wanted like 5K a week. Oh yeah, I went big. I think it was like 4K a week, I think is what I said at the beginning of the year. Set big goals. It doesn't mean I'm anywhere near that. But yeah, they've changed a little bit. But that's what I said at the beginning of the year. And now my goal is like by the end of the year I would love to be consistently like 5K for the month. And I don't really know what else to talk about for my goals.
Okay, that's good. No, that's good. So a few things I'm just going to clarify real quick before we move on. Firstly, she said she had to fill out her goals to send to corporate, just so that you guys know, like, as you increase in rank with Beachbody, you actually get support from corporate as well. So corporate has a manager in Canada, and then I think 3, maybe 2, no, more than that, across the US as well. And then there's also a director. And so I think, is it at 2-star, Linz, that you get support from Jake Story at corporate?
No, I think diamonds also get like a climbers group, I think.
Oh yeah.
They get some support too.
That's right. So yes, as a new diamond coach or as a diamond coach, you have a corporate rep and they throw more resources at you, different types of trainings, resources from different coaches, like from outside of our team, which I think is really cool. You guys probably hear me mention Arnold. He's the director for Canada, and I think he works with 2-star and above. I think so. Yeah. Okay. And then in terms of income, so you had massive, huge goals for income. Massive, huge goals this year, and that's awesome. But 5K a month is also a really good goal, and that's a really good income as well, right? So what I will say about income, we had a call with the CEO. 5-star and above coaches had a call with Carl Deichler, the CEO, yesterday or one day, it was recent anyway. And he was talking about volume and income and how this year there have been a lot of growing pains, and there's been a lot of transition. And while newer coaches probably aren't feeling that because this is kind of all you've ever known, coaches who have been around for a little bit longer are definitely feeling that. We've felt that. So what I want to say is that you guys probably know this, the club discount for Shakeology, right? That is going away today. Yes, that is going away today. And that has made our incomes, like those of us who are earning team volume bonus, it's reduced our incomes because with the invention of Beachbody On Demand and all of our clients going that route instead of buying multiple challenge packs, multiple programs, etc., they're not doing those repeat orders, firstly. And then secondly, that discount, everybody has it. Instead of just some customers having it, everybody has it. So our volume has taken a hit. That's going away today. They have all gotten emails, don't worry. They know that that's going away. So we should be seeing an increase in volume real quick here for diamonds or even emeralds who are earning team volume bonus. And that is awesome. And also the projections that they've done when it comes to Beachbody On Demand, and the repeat business that we're going to get from that, the repeat subscription commissions that we're going to get from that, the projections are that we are going to earn far and away way more on those repeat subscriptions than we would on those repeat orders of programs. I totally can see that, right?
Yeah, I know January is going to be a fantastic month because that's when they came out with it.
Yes,
so
exactly. And then this is something to take note of for newer coaches as well. They're selling Beachbody On Demand, typically the BOD challenge pack. I mean, that's all I really sell. One of my girlfriends asked me, she sent me a text. She's like, how the heck do coaches make any money off of Beachbody On Demand? Because it's so cheap. I can't believe how little you pay for it. And it's true, the value is so there. So it will take a year from when you start running challenge groups and having those subscriptions come through. It'll take a year for you to see hitting the tail on that and getting that repeat business, but it's such an amazing value. I can see people staying on it for years and years and years and years and years because we're always coming out with new programs. So that combined with the club discount going away, I'm super excited about that. Really excited about that. Okay, C Money. I don't know if you can talk. Can you?
Do you want to unmute her, Rosa?
Oh.
She's driving.
I mean, yes. Okay.
Hey. Yeah, if you unmute me, I can talk. I just can't do all the things. Yeah, I'm looking at the road, I swear. My goals are Shine Bright Nation is also going for Elite. I would like to have that locked in by the middle of November, not waiting till the end of December for that feeling. And my goal, actually, same income goal as Lindsay. It's always been $5K a month. I've been working towards that for a really long time, and have seen a bit of a drop, like you were just talking about. But I just keep pushing, right? I also have a goal to continually sponsor at least 6 new coaches a month into Shine Bright Nation.
Okay. So for any Diamond, Star Diamond coaches, you can use the chat feature, or you can talk. What are the challenges that you're seeing? If you could wave a magic wand and one thing could change in your business, what would that be?
I don't know.
What could we change? What's our biggest challenge?
Yeah, if you could wave a magic wand and one thing was easier for you, significantly easier, what would it be?
Finding the coaches that want to work the business.
That's a good one. I think too. I feel our training is awesome. I feel I think I struggle with saying we need something to be easier because what we do is so simple, and I really do feel it is simple when we do it. But my struggle, actually, it's not even doing the things. My struggle is doing the things with the right people. Like, I wish that for a long time ago, we did a benchmark of like, it was numbers, and like looking at those numbers were the people we were supposed to work closely with. And I don't remember that formula.
Okay. Okay. I can refresh your memory on that if you want to.
The other thing too, I want to say, I know you only said one thing, but I want to say one other thing because I know there's newer coaches on here too. One thing that I find as like my rank has increased, the longer I'm in this business, people look at what my social media and they think like I could never do what you do. But when I started and I was a new coach, I would just be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you should just coach with me. And they're like, okay. And it's like, so I almost find like recruiting for me was so much easier in the beginning compared to now. It's more challenging, I find, because people look at what I do and they're like, oh, I couldn't do that.
Dude. Okay, I'm going to draw a parallel. I'm just getting some feedback, Karina, so I'm going to mute you. I'm going to draw a parallel to that. Now that I've had to basically restart my fitness journey, like people joining my challenge groups is easy, like so easy, because I'm at the beginning of something again, right? Or at least close to it. So people are watching me restart this thing. And I'm getting so many messages all of the time. I have to start another challenge group. Like I have to start another one out of necessity because I just have too many people messaging me and wanting to join my challenge group because I'm at the beginning. I'm very clear I'm at the beginning, right? And so exactly, Lindsay, I felt like at the beginning of my business, it was so much easier for me to sponsor coaches because it was all really simple. You're giving me an idea. I'm kind of restarting my coaching business. I need to talk about that so that people will also follow. Yep. Okay. So for any of you newer coaches, like take advantage of the fact that you're newer and that you haven't, like, I feel like the newer you are, the more relatable you are and the more people are going to be like, oh, I could do what you do. I need to talk about that. Good point. Thanks.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people think it will get easier. But it's not that it's always challenging, but it was just completely different in the beginning.
I think there are a lot of things that get easier, especially like having those conversations is probably 25 times easier for you now than it was before. Yeah. But you do have that new challenge of people feeling like they can't duplicate you, if that makes sense. Yeah, Melissa, it's more of a literal come with me journey in the beginning. Totally. Because you're new and they're going to be doing exactly what you're doing. You don't have all this other leadership stuff that you're doing yet. Okay, Melissa, let's get into your goals.
Okay. So my goals from the beginning of the year also look dramatically different than the end of the year now that the end of the year is here and I'm like, oh, shit. But I still have a goal to reach 2-star by the end of the year. So with that, breaking that down backwards comes with sponsoring 10 new coaches every month for the next 4 months. And part of that is a goal to really kick ass with the UK launch. That is a huge goal of mine. And I'm spending this week and next week diving into everything that I can. We have a free group planned that's going to be geared towards the UK. And then we're going to do a coach sneak peek next month at the beginning of the month geared specifically to people in the UK, which means getting up stupid early for a coach sneak peek. But that's kind of my goal right now is rocking the UK and trying to find people that want to work. And I do think that I'm doing better at like presenting myself and having the conversation in a different way to actually get working coaches. But yeah, our team goal is to be a premier team by the end of the year.
I love that. It's kind of a given, I think, with the leaders like diamond and above coaches, because we've had this conversation 1,000 times, but I want to say for those of you who aren't there yet, this whole like finding working coaches, I remember early on in my business, I was like, oh, all I have to do is like my first 5 coaches that I sponsor are all going to go diamond, obviously. So then I'm going to be a 5-star diamond coach. It does not happen that way. In fact, if you look at my organization, my geographical genealogy thing, which I almost never go into, but I went into it recently, every single, like the whole top of it, if you screenshot it, they're all inactive. All of them. I'm almost 5 years in, right? So they're all inactive. And you know, it doesn't take a very high percentage of your team to be high performing for your business to do very well. And a part of finding coaches who, quote, want to work, firstly, I mean, you've got to be working or else your coaches are going to be like, narp, right? And then secondly, it's just honestly connecting with enough people to find those people who want to work, right? It's that numbers game. You're not going to hear me talk a lot about numbers, especially when it comes to our challenge groups, right? Quality matters. But in terms of like talking to people about joining your team, you've got to be connecting with enough people to find those few who actually want to build a business. Okay, so I'm very curious to know, coach rank coaches, emerald rank coaches, what are your goals for the rest of 2016? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? This can be an income goal. I like the idea of setting a goal right now to earn $1,000 before Christmas. I really like that goal, and I think it's attainable for anybody. Like, to earn that $1,000 to pay cash for Christmas, I think that's a great goal. So that could be something to shoot for. If you have sponsorship goals, if you want to hit diamond by the end of the year, or if there's something else altogether, I would love to hear. I'm just reading comments right now. Lacey, say words. Lacey's transformation has been freaking incredible. I keep seeing those posts. Natasha, 4 more working coaches by the end of the year, 3 new coaches a month, 1 to 1.5K a month. Awesome. By the end of the year, new UK working coach prospects. Girl, you got goals. You got a ton of goals. Increase my volume and more consistency with HD orders. Okay. Home part-time with my little dictator. That's hilarious. I love that. Okay. So in terms of like, you've got these income goals, which is a direct reflection of increasing your volume, right? Because when you look at income goals, you can do, you can get up to the point where you're making a few $100 a month just based on your challenge groups and repeat orders, like retail, right? But when you're looking at earning $1,000 or $1,500 a month, I mean, you could do it in retail. It's just way harder, and it's way takes more of your time, and it's less fun also without a team, right? You would 98 pounds? What? Stop it. Unreal. Like, that is freaking incredible. I feel like everybody should clap. That is amazing. Okay, so in terms of increasing your volume, as you're sponsoring coaches and you're getting those working coaches who are joining your team, you would be amazed at, number one, having them even just get Success Club points on the board gives them an early win, right? It gives them an early win in the business, and it gets them excited and gets them to see the possibilities and to keep going. But having just a few coaches on each side of your organization who are at least getting Success Club points on the board, that's going to increase your volume quicker than you think. Like that really does a ton to increase your volume. And that, like for the Diamond Star Diamond coaches too, like increasing the number of coaches who are hitting Success Club and getting to Emerald, you would be shocked at like 5 more coaches in your organization doing those things and what it does for your volume as well. Lindsay, Emerald and $2,000, like $2,000 before Christmas? Yeah? Awesome. Reverse engineer that. Oh my gosh. Like think of how many challenge packs would that be? How many Beachbody On Demand subscriptions would that be? Like, right? Reverse engineer that. How would that work? Alicia, Diamond by end of October. Awesome. Okay. Who's close to Diamond? Natasha is? Yay. That's awesome. We need more cute people in the Diamond group. Okay. Okay. So what I'm seeing is rank goals. So we've got Emerald goals, we've got Diamond goals, and income goals as well. So some smaller income goals and some bigger income goals. Oh, Melissa, good point. If you have a Diamond goal, if you hit Diamond by November 15th and you hold it for 6 weeks, so you hold Diamond rank for 6 weeks, then you will be included in the $250 Diamond bonus pool. So that's just an extra $250, and you'll already be earning more because of the fact that you hit those goals, right? Okay. So I think what we need to do based on the goals that I'm seeing is, firstly, we do have a Diamond training coming up on Monday. So for those of you who didn't know, if there are any orphans in here who don't have an upline sponsor who's engaged right now, please do reach out to me so that I can help. And if you'd like to be included in this training, you absolutely can be. So I think what we need to do is another Emerald group or an Emerald training within the Fit Republic even would be awesome. And then that Diamond group is happening on Monday. And oh my gosh, you guys, we had an idea to do like a team hoodie or a team jacket for prizes for this. And I think all of us, like all the Diamonds who are running it, really want one. Because there's this magenta one. Oh, never mind. Melissa hates it. But we're going to get them, what do you call that? Embroidered or something with your name and Diamond Coach or something like that. Lindsay put together a terrible graphic. Can you share it, Linz, in the Fit Republic? It's not gonna be exactly like that because Melissa hates magenta. But it'll be super cute and I'm excited about that. So Emerald training I think would be valuable. Diamond training group. And then I haven't done an income call for a really long time where I get in depth about growing your income. And where I really break down the numbers. And while I'm like so not really a math person at all, these numbers are so exciting and the math just makes sense in my brain when we're talking about money. I don't know, it's just a thing. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a volume and income call and we're really gonna get into the nitty-gritty of it. And I think we should do that pretty soon because I feel like rank goals are awesome. And especially when you get up close to Diamond, it really does make a huge difference. Cycling as an Emerald coach to like team volume bonus as a Diamond coach because you're making more based on the same level of volume. What was I going to say? I forget. That was a side note.
You were saying while it's great to have rank goals, I think you were going to say it's also great to have
Yes, thank you. I feel like the income goals are what really makes a difference for your family, you know, for you. And as particularly like the holidays are coming up and all of that stuff. So I would really love to educate you guys on how to increase your income and what exactly that looks like and really break it down because that's going to make a difference in your day-to-day more so. So I'm going to do that next week. It's going to be income, volume. I will break it all down and answer all of your questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the beginning where we start earning money, and then the end of the call is going to be, I'm going to say, pretty complicated. So if you don't necessarily want to hang out for the whole end of that call, that's totally fine. You'll get really good information anyway. And then at the end is where I'll really break down the volume. And also for all of you Star Diamond coaches, I'm going to break down placement and how to capitalize on volume, earn more money for the same amount of work kind of thing. It's like magic. Okay, is there anything else that you guys can think of in terms of resources you would really love to see? I like money too, Melissa. Stephanie wants to go to New Leader Conference. You're gonna go, Linz, right? Or you'll be invited.
I was invited last year. My one time is done.
Oh, and I don't ever get to go.
You just went to Elite.
Did you go last year, Lindsay?
No, I did not.
Was there
it was like 2 weeks after our Mexico trip or 2 weeks before our Mexico trip.
Oh, yeah.
Was there not a thing, though, that they are re-inviting those that couldn't make it last year?
Oh, maybe.
I
think it's only for 1-stars.
I think new Star Diamond coach. So you can be 1-star, 2-star, whatever.
I feel like maybe look into it, Lindsay, because I know that there's a coach of Barbie's that couldn't make it last year because she got really sick, and they were being re-invited this year if they couldn't make it last year.
Oh,
ask Jake about that.
And Jake messaged me today.
Say you had the flu or something last year.
And then I was in Mexico.
Yeah, right. No, I'm
Okay,
like that's understandable though, right? Like we had another trip just then. I would ask for sure, and then ask if I can come too.
Okay.
Okay. She had the Mexican flu. All right. So that is it. Those are the 3 resources that I either are already planned or will be happening. The only thing I don't have any details about is an Emerald training, but I'll talk about that next week on our income and volume call. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.